Desensitizing is getting your child used to a particular touch, a particular feel. Most children can better work through a lot of sensory issues just by desensitizing. It can be as simple as taking a soft brush to an arm or a leg or your child's feet even. But by doing that on a repetitive basis, that enables your child to get used to that feel, to take it in, to adjust. Desensitizing can be huge when it comes to things such as loud noises, as vibrations, which both come when it comes to hair clippers. There's a lot that we can do just by, on a daily or a weekly basis, bringing hair clippers out, bringing soft brushes out, even something as simple as like rubbing your child's head or going in, on their scalp. There's a lot of different things that we can use to desensitize our children when it comes to their haircuts. It doesn't matter your child's hair type, it doesn't matter your desired style. I say that with the exception of if you are not looking to use clippers on your child's head, then there's no sense for you to desensitize with a pair of clippers. I'm just a huge fan of touch in general. I think it's extremely important for our children, and touching your child's head, rubbing your child's head, things of that nature are extremely important no matter your child's hair type or style. One of the techniques that I found super helpful when it comes to the desensitizing process is counting. A lot of my friends love numbers, love counting, my son in particular. When you're gonna start your process, you're gonna be sitting, playing, interacting with your child. You wanna be in your child's world. I don't want you to just walk up and sit down beside your child and pull out some clippers, say 1, 2, 3. Like, that's not gonna get you where you need to be. It's important for you to be involved, playing, the interactions happening between you and your child. At that point, you can go in, pull the clippers maybe out of your pocket, have them to your side. You're gonna start by saying 1, 2, 3, turn the clippers on. Your child is going to hear 1, 2, 3 and associate something is going to happen. In the very beginning stages, you don't even want to touch your child at this point. You just want them to hear. You can let them see, hold the clippers in your hand. Few seconds, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to turn the clippers back off again. That is going to start building the foundation. 1, 2, 3, something happens. 1, 2, 3, something stops. That is huge and very important when it comes to furthering along the desensitizing part with your child. You're going to go through that several times. After maybe say the third time, 1, 2, 3, turn the clippers on, and then I would like for you to take the clippers and touch them. You can find your child could be extremely anxious by this time, and especially if they're not sure what's kind of going on, they might already have a fear associated with that sound because of traumatizing haircuts in the past. So try to figure out a way, like make it fun, make it silly. Don't touch anywhere around their head, whatever you do. If you stay the furthest that you can from them, try like a toe or a knee, something of that nature, but you want to touch your child with the clipper. When they have that feeling of the vibration, they're going to have a different type of sensor factor to kick in at that point. So you're going to 1, 2, 3, turn the clippers off and hide them again. It's extremely important that you go in and start immediately playing, talking, whatever you and your child were participating with prior, go immediately back into that, because you want to keep your child's mind off of what just took place. I then recommend each time you pull the clippers back out, touching a different area to your child. Again, a knee, an elbow, a finger, a toe. Eventually, you'll start working your way up. One of the areas that I found is the back, just because you get a lot of feels from the back, and it's extremely important for your child to get a sense of how that vibration makes them feel. When it comes to desensitizing with hair scissors, most children are extremely aware that scissors can hurt. This also is part of the problem when it comes to cutting your child's hair, because scissors are scary, and if a scissor is involved with something bad is typically going to be the outcome of it, right? So if we're cutting and we cut our child's hair, the hair falls off, the child is very upset just from that sight of it. So getting your child used to the sight of the scissors is going to be important, but past that, you want to be extremely careful, because you don't want your child to touch the scissors. You do not want your child to handle the scissors in any type of fashion. So I always recommend, when it comes to desensitizing for haircuts with scissors only, starting with the brushing. You just really want to concentrate on the feel, on the sensory of the touch. A lot of my longer hair friends have issues with tangles and knots because they just simply don't like to have their hair brushed, which is totally understandable. So starting with just the brushing, just feeling that is a much better route than even with the scissors, because you've got a lot more problems to solve by being able to brush their hair before you even get into the scissors. I recommend starting with a soft bristle. It could be a makeup brush, it could be, a powder duster thing, something of a soft bristle. We're going to start in the same aspect. We're going to pull out the brush after the 1, 2, 3. We're going to take and we're going to gently start with a leg. 1, 2, 3, and then put the brush away. Now, one of the things that I have found comes a lot quicker is the response to children when it comes to the soft bristle brushes. That feel is a lot nicer to the touch. You don't have to worry about the sound. You don't have to worry about the vibration. So in a lot of ways, you're able to move a little bit quicker when it comes to the sensory feel of the soft bristle brushes. Every time, again, when you are doing something, one stroke of a bristle brush, one rub with the hand, always remember to count, because once again, your child is going to associate 1, 2, 3, a touch, 1, 2, 3, stop. And that's very, very important for your child. If they're responding, everything is going well when you're actually touching their scalp or their hair, now it's time to bring out the big guns. This is where things can sometimes get a little tricky, but as long as you're following your same haircut techniques, it's gonna be much, much better. You're gonna pull out your detangling brush, now the actual hairbrush, and you are going to start by brushing at the ends of your child's hair. Never start with a brush on your child's scalp. That is a very big no-no. Always start at the ends. A gentle 1, 2, 3. Your child is going to feel the brush in their hair, is going to feel the sensation on their scalp, and then you're going to put the brush away after the 1, 2, 3. You always want to work slightly up, and up the hair shaft. At this point, you can also find using a wide tooth comb extremely handy, because a wide tooth comb can be a little more gentle on the actual tangles that can get in our children's hair. One of the important things with desensitizing is just having it on a regular basis. It's extremely important that it's not a one and done thing. You are going to want to continue working on this on a regular basis. It's kind of like brushing teeth and washing face, or bathing in general. These are little things that we can do honestly on a daily basis that can help when it comes to the actual hair cutting. My son absolutely hates, despises, can't stand to have his hair washed. And that's something that we still struggle with, very, very badly. But one of the bad things on my part is because he hates to have his hair washed, I hate to wash his hair. I don't want to. I have enough things that I'm battling, right? And so I'm like, oh, I don't want to wash his hair because I don't have it in me tonight. My son would wash his hair so much better or not scream and cry every time I go to wash it if I were to make him wash his hair every night when he's in the bathtub. Having your child brush his or her hair on a regular basis, you're going to help yourself when it comes to them getting their hair cut. I completely and totally believe that once you go through these steps, you are going to know and feel when it's right for you and your child to actually decide, okay, it's time, we're ready, we can do this. And that's a big, huge part of care cuts methods in themselves is you as a parent. We have a whole lot on us, and there is not much that we don't have to carry. And so look, we're adding haircut to that as well. Great. You thought, being a mom and a dad was just gonna be all, fun and roses and puppy dogs, and it's hard when you're in the special needs field. So it's kind of one of those things when you feel that you're ready for this, you feel like I can hold those clippers right, I can, brush my child's hair, then it's go time. And you're gonna do great when you do it, but you just have to know and believe in yourself when you're ready to make that call. Thank you guys so much for watching my course. I hope that you find all of my tips and techniques helpful in your family's haircutting journey. If you have any questions, need any help or direction with anything, please feel free, reach out to me. I would love to help your family in any way I can. Thank you so much. On to the next course.